How you doing? You know, after a long day of mowing, the thing I like to do is deadlifts. All right, there's nothing like being totally fatigued and then going to try and lift heavy weight. All right, it's the Diamond Gym technique. Except except Mr. Unk's a firefighter, so he doesn't do any manual labor. Although, you know, once in a while a cat climbs up a tree and, you know, he has to save it. I'm not cool enough for that, unfortunately. So anyways, here we go. First thing you're gonna need is a bar. And what do you know? This is my brother's BMX bike. We'll do a montage pretty soon. And what do you know? Look what I got. Now that also the garage is full of exhaust smoke, but it's diesel, so it's actually refreshing for the lungs, in my opinion. So I'll show you. This angle will work here. It's a shame I don't have a cameraman. Does anyone want to work for free? No? Okay. Well, you know, it's your loss. So, okay, you get your bar. The main difference between, this is assuming you already know how to do a deadlift. Okay? I'll show you how I do the grip. Go, grab the bar. All right, and I'm pinching both my thumb with both fingers. The middle finger is really hooked on there, really, really good. All right, and one thing I do, this is the only deadlift tutorial that doesn't show a deadlift, although I might show you. We'll see. All right, so I chalk up where my hand's gonna go on the bar, okay? All right, right there. Okay. Actually, it's gonna go here, but you can see that. This is where my right hand would go. All right, and then with the hook grip, another thing you want to add, so you want to add some friction to your thumb, and there's also special tape you can get, which I recommend because even with some chalk, your fingernail still sucks for friction. And so, if you look at how you're pinching it, okay, which is like that. So my middle finger's almost in the back of my thumb. So what I do, chalk's cheap, so just chalk everything up. Okay, even chalk underneath your fingernail. All right. Okay. All right, don't miss a spot. It's also hard to apply chalk to your fingernail because there's really no friction to scrape it off. Okay, and look at that. Okay, I can pick up the whole world. All right, no problem. That wasn't gonna slip out. All right, here we go. I'm gonna show you the side angle to show you what your deadlift is supposed to look like. Remember, it's not a squat. It's not a leg press off the floor. It's a deadlift. Okay. So when you're standing up straight, even if I do my hop up, your shoulders should be in front of the bar when you start. And if you're not used to it, it feels like a really weak position. Like for me, I was obsessed with squats for many years. And then I thought that I needed to make my deadlift into more of a squat because I was good at squatting. That doesn't work. Because the guys, if you can lean back and then like pull into your shins, but that's not an optimal bar path because you can't pull the bar through your shins. It also shouldn't be dragging up your shins. How could that possibly be good? All right. Friction's good for grip, but not good on bar velocity. Another important thing to mention is that you want to have a really narrow stance because then you can take a more narrow grip on the bar and limit the range of motion. You don't get any extra points for doing a longer range of motion on your deadlift, and it's only gay to limit range of motion if you're doing it if you assume a sumo position. So there you have it. Yeah, and I recommend putting putting it on your hands and then putting it on the bar where you're going to put your hands, and maybe do that for on one of your warm-ups, and then before your work set, then you put the chalk on again. And you don't need a hell of a lot, although you don't want to be you want to be liberal on your thumb, especially for hook grip, because that switch grips, switch grips sort of the same thing. Obviously, you got to put chalk on there. Don't use versus grips. Some guy said that he wants to use that, and his forearms are extremely lacking, and he used them. He didn't work out with straps for the first time in a while for his back day, and now he's feeling it in his forearms. If straps are okay if you're doing heavy deadlifts or RDLs, but if you're doing lat pull downs, there's no reason that you can't hold onto the bar no problem. What are you lifting, 400 fucking pounds? Get the fuck out of here.